Okay. Hello. We are online, everyone. Gonna post that we're online. It's a little bit late, but all right. Let me post that we're online. Okay. How we doing, guys? We are turning. This is already become better price action. If we were trading Asia today, we would be able to play this downturn and then this up close. This is pretty powerful here. So another good reason to be paying attention to Asia very soon, because that seems like it'll be the big driver. All right, let me just reset my charts. Here is the hourly here. It's a black bar that's saved. Can NQ explode today? Maybe. Explode which direction? Okay. Explode up. No, I wanna explode down, guys. Ideally, get a nice downturn, retrace before so we can reset. I don't like playing all-time highs every time I open PM session. Let's aim for lower if we get. I need to look at higher time frame and see where it's trying to lead us to. I'm gonna draw this trend line just cause. Very interesting. We're in the 4 hour on ES. It's good. NQ is far from it. We have, I think I want to say SMT, but it's like not that meaningful when we're pushing all time highs until we get a nice closure. Then this will be very meaningful. Yeah, let's just see how this plays out. So far, we got a deep sell, retrace all the way, and then slowly grinding back down. I do like lower right now, based off of this price action. We're kind of also building some liquidity here too, low resistance. So, oh shit, I just closed it out. So what I want to see perhaps is if we could take out a internal high. Let's say we come back up, get a good sweep, and then drive lower. At my paper trading mate, no, I don't. I only trade live or I trade funded. I don't do paper. Demo is not good. If you're talking about like here, I would only do it connected to TradingView just for visual purposes, but I'll literally show you my execution simultaneously every stream, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is ideally what I want to see happen. Okay, this noise cancellation is making me not sure if I'm like yelling or not. I can barely hear myself. Okay, so let's see what we're working with. Okay. We're getting a pump here. I need to see this take this high if I want to play lower. I could scalp longs if I see any good opportunities. Damn, it's a fast move already. Okay, let me see what we need to do here. Just pushing, guys. We need to see this take this high here. I don't really see much, except maybe we could see this breaker. I want to see if we can play longs for scalp first. This, I would also be more ambitious long if we get a nice closure through this, and then we can probably come back up to 700s. All these wicks down here with no closure is not really convincing me for full downside yet, though. That's something that we want to get clear. PM high there. Could I have played along anywhere? Maybe. Okay, not much to really do right now. I think we're just waiting for decisiveness. We wicked down. We're like downtrending. I think for deeper price action, we want a closure. I don't think we get that yet until we sweep, do a failed delivery upside, and then we can push down. That's where I'm like leaning the most. If I want to play downside for like actual delivery. If we don't sweep here, it's gonna be hard for me to short this. Okay, it looks like we're gonna head towards it. Let's see if we can get a nice patient hit. Lento is in ES shorts, Desi is in SPX call, size for 0. So are you saying they're going against each other? Is that what I'm hearing? I like short-term longs, long-term lower. Do you like the coffee? I don't really like coffee at all, if I'm gonna be honest. I am someone that don't drink coffee. I could like caffeine if I need it, but I tend to opt out of that too. I would prefer just you know, staying up with willpower, and then crashing out and going to sleep after if I need to. Do I need to buy some Top Step accounts? Let me see if I need to. Top Step with the payout caps is looking pretty good when they have it, I gotta say. It's pumping. Where we looking along about 610. I want to see this get pushed. I think that's the main objective. I don't really see the best long opportunity anywhere here because we just kind of got on late, but maybe one more retrace lower. We could try a long scalp. Short term should be higher right now. There's that pump through there. How much is that Top Step Combine now? Let me see. Did they raise the prices? Standard is $199. So these are these $229? $229 should be the better deal, right? Right? Because this is like $200. That's kind of a lot. $200 or $230. Can I check how much the 50K, what's the payout caps here? Payout caps is 4,000 for the 50K. 6K with consistency. Consistency makes it so big, but what I'm concerned with, I like this as like, you know, a baseline, but what happens when, you know, you get to the profit and then they move you live on after the first payout? I feel like that ruins the whole thing. What's my best pick right here? 50K standard. 10K is big though. What's the daily loss limit if I were to pick? Let me see how much it'd be. Daily loss limit. With daily loss limit. Oh, it's cheaper with daily loss limit. That's not bad. I'm going to go with the 150K with daily loss limit then. I think that's the best price point. We're getting this mark here. Depending on how well we can close above is where I'm going to try to flip my bias. But for now, this is still like higher time frame. I want to see lower if I can. It was pretty good to play the longs when we were having a lot of low risk liquidity. Now, like, I could still see it climb up, but I'm not as convicted in that way. Can we get something good though? This is something that happened like yesterday. You just gotta be really patient. You know what? 3K day loss limit that doesn't move, right? That is really tight. You know, I think that can keep you alive to live another day, but that is really tight though. If we see a short setup here, I might try to jab it. So far, I've just been pushing up. Top Step is actually trying to compete though. I think they were losing out to Lucid for the longest time. And then, you know, they have to do something. If they don't, they're going to die out. So they're like, okay, they brought in Josh. If you guys know Josh from the Feature Desk. And he's able to cook up a lot of these new ideas. These are pretty impressive ideas too. So far, nothing. Is anyone in the trade right now? Are you guys long or short here? Oh, Top Step is raising prices permanently, but the double payout is limited time. Oh, I was thinking that. I was like, someone's saying it's limited time, but I wasn't sure if the price is going to be permanent. The 150K is good though. 150K at the prices they had, I guess they couldn't really make it. They've been moving live. Oh yeah, that's the dangerous part. Like I like the payout caps, but I feel like it's a trap, which I might be falling for it too because I just bought some the double payout caps so I can get some large payouts. But there is no doubt in my mind that they'll move you either on one account or one after one payout or two payouts. No more than that. If you did the regular payouts method, you'll get the same amount of money, but in like, you know, longer time. That's a dangerous part. And you don't want to be live with Top Step, to be honest. You need so much profits for the max payout cap. That's double. You need to make like 20,000 per account, right? And if they move you live, that'll be 100K profits. That's gonna be straight in his sim vault. Use as bonus. I think now that I'm thinking about it more, that's part of the playbook. If they let you trade and get some payouts before moving live, like, you know, if they set a standard like you can take 4 payouts, 5 payouts before live, or 3 payouts, then it'll be like something good. But if it's discretional, it's not good. What's up, chat? You guys are tuning in. Damn, we're just pushing up, just grinding up. How's tech doing? What is this? The daily chart right now. SanDisk is nuts. Micron is nuts. Everything else has been falling. Literally every big tech has been dumping though. Amazon, Microsoft has been turning hard. Nvidia is starting to turn, which is like, if this gets closed, we're gonna probably break 200s next. From your experience, are these live counts with props good? So the best thing I can answer is it depends what prop firms. If you are live with TBT, it's a positive. If you're live with, you know, Lucid or Tradeify, it's gonna be a positive. If you're live with Top Step or Apex, it's a big negative. Top Step is not as big as a negative. Apex for sure is a scam. Top Step, they lock your balance, also kind of rough. Tradeify's ass. So here's another thing to look out for. Don't make excessive profits in the hopes that you might get moved live, and depending on they just forfeit profits. Forfeiting profits versus putting it in like a sim vault, kind of the same thing to me. You're not gonna see, mostly you're not gonna see that ever again. TPT is the only one where they let you withdraw it, which is nice. Because I don't know if you guys seen, I posted on Twitter, we are just pumping chat. Can we get some like moves? I'm only asking for some decent moves back and forth, but we going up. But yeah, I had 28,000 profits on this account, right? They moved me live, and I was able to withdraw 23,000. I'm gonna move live with 4.5. So that's pretty good. To be honest there. But if you need to study the live program to see like what you need to do. Like if you're trading Apex and you're going for like big payouts or whatever, they're gonna move you live with 3K drawdown. That is disgusting. That is scam worthy. Damn, I really hate just watching this grow higher and higher. We're about to, let's see, we're going to get a 15-minute closure for 2 p.m. That's going to be a strong closure where I'm not sure if I'm feeling the downside as much anymore. Can we get a single trade, guys? We're no longer asking for much. Just at this point, just give me a base hitter. Yesterday was a pretty clean base hit. It was like so slow, only as member. Let me see if I could. I think we shorted somewhere here, if my memory serves right. You know, we shorted here and it came down. We took TP and then it just launched up afterwards. I am proposing possibly a long idea next, most likely. 5-minute retrace. Let's say get down here and we come back up. We get a 1-minute confirmation flip. Long this, stop, kind of appropriate, and look for continuation higher for now. I think that's like the next main idea that I'm looking for. Dude, what is pumping everything up? Let me see QQ heat map. Is this the best one? Nvidia's down 3%. You have, I guess, Intel, Marvel, AMD. And you see all these red here. You see red Amazon. All the major, like, Magnificent 6, basically, or 7, are red right now. So many red, but there's like the semiconductor that's just cannot turn at all. It just keeps on being green. Let me try QQQ or SPY. SPY should be down today, right? This is like less semiconductor heavy base, but we see the big majority is red right now, and we can barely be red here. It's tough. It's tough just letting this play. I want to be able to see if I can get a long, though. Shorts, I would need to see more downside delivery. We could watch for this as two things, this 15-minute gap, potential long area, and also, if we invalidate this, slam shorts. That's like my next big area of interest, basically. This is also aligned with the 5-minute structure that I'm thinking about, that we can retrace, hold this area. We'll try to go for the long. I just don't know what I can do, just other than let price just pull up NQ because of a few AI semiconductors sector just continuously just pushing it up. I don't know how they're doing it. Like, you have Nvidia down 3%, Microsoft's down 3%, Amazon's down almost 3%, Apple's down almost 2%, Google's, you know, slightly red. Everything but Meta basically is down, and we cannot break lower. That's just crazy. SanDisk just keeps on pushing too. You can find my indicators in the trading chat, pinned in Discord. Let me see if I can pull it up. I should just make a command for that too. I'm not interested in chasing it long until we get back down if we can. But yeah, feel free to ask me something while we're waiting for price to basically get a good retrace at 600 again. Let's say I hit 53K and I'm eligible for payout on a Lucid Direct accounts. Should I just pay out 2K and make a buffer at least 54K to have 2K DD after. If you're asking like what you should do, if you should take out payout now or make some more profits, let me do you a favor. Let me just do you a favor. Just take the payout no matter what. Do the bare minimum you need. Don't even think about the buffer. Just grab the money. If the worst happens, you have a little drawdown, you can use that to reinvest and make buy the accounts again. Especially direct funded, like right, like they're like a few $100, $300. You're gonna get like $2,000. I think I've seen way too many people try to make more to get a decent buffer, and then guess what happens? They blow their account, no payout. That's how the proper wins. The proper way is just to the bare minimum you can. The moment you're eligible, just request it. If you're even like 90% close to being eligible, just do what you need to do to get to that like 100% eligible, whatever profit balance that is, and then take the payout. You mentioned that videos down and other text sounds would long still be good. That's just what I'm just showing because of the divergence. I think the semiconductor is still pushing. As long as it's still pushing, just keep it. You can just ignore everything. People ask me that every time, and yeah, I try to tell people the right thing. What's your favorite food so far in Puerto Rico? Favorite food? Oh, that's a good question. Favorite food? What is my favorite food? Puerto Rico. I feel like Puerto Rico has maybe ceviche because they make it so fresh. Ceviche is like I think it's raw fish they put in citric acid or citric like juices or like lemon and lime. And they do it really well here just because it's like a culture thing. It's always nice to have. That, or maybe a pizza they have, like Puerto Rican pizza, where they put plantains in it. Is it worth to reset an alpha funded account? Okay, this is a good question. Cheaper than TBT, but $1,000. Tell me, guys, who would ever pay $1,000 for a sim funded reset when you could literally buy a separate account to eval for like a tenth of the price or an eighth of the price? And let's say it's like $150. You know how many tries you could do before you cross that threshold? Like, would you at $150, you could do like, I think 6 times, right? I mean, let me just do the math real quick. $1,000 divided by 150. Yes, 6 times, more than 6 times, basically, and some change. Do you think you're gonna fail 6 times? Like, you gotta think about ROI here. I know, like, you could be like pacey with it, like you want to get back funded, but that's a trap. That's a big trap, and that's how TBT's arriving. If more people don't do sim funded resets, they are in trouble. I'll tell you that. have you been to Deep Dish PR Pizza? It's actually a pretty good pizza place. I've been there. I've been there multiple times. When I first came down here, that was like one of the first places that I went to. Just I think with me and Lanto, and I liked it. The second time we went, Lanto did not like it. He got like, I think he got a pizza where maybe it was like not as cooked, and he just hated it since. First time we were both like, this is good standard pizza. I'm near San Juan. I like the pizza Amici's. Amici's really good too. That's like probably my go-to for pizzas. Lance's brutally picky. He is. Seafood is not his pick either. We had what is it? Oysters. One of the freshest oysters I ever eaten. The smoothest, freshest oyster. I gave him to try one, and he tried it, and he's like, "This is good." And then after he swallowed it, the aftertaste, he's like, "Never mind. He spat it out." Can we do something very simple? This is as simple as it gets here. Yeah, other firms, 5 days is a long time. You know what they also do? That TPT, like, this is constructive criticism. 5 days to pass, even though it's 50% evals, which you can, like, you should be able to pass in 2 days if you want, but they force you to take more days. Like someone saying, like, so you can buy the sim funded resets. The other thing is they don't, when you do a reset, they don't reset the monthly renewal. So like, if I started June 1st, right, my next renewal date is July 1st, and I took some resets in the middle of it, and let's say I reset it like halfway to June, or near like the end of June, and I finally hit the target, I need a few more days just to meet the FIDA criteria, I'll get renewed at full price. That happened to me so many times. It's kind of a standard now where, the firm either does a one-time payment, there's no renewal, or they reset it like TopStep does and other firms. Okay, I am gonna be really focused on trying to get this long. If you guys want, maybe you could do a short scalp to target this low. I am not fully opposed to that. I think we're drawing to this. This is like very clear. This is like previous consolidation structure too. What if we wait for a confirmation to short scalp it down here, try to flip it back up? Round trip, baby. What do you think about that? That's like 40 points lower, and then, finish it off with a pump higher. That might be the move. What firm would you recommend now? I think Luce is always my top pick. We just did payout bonus. By the way, anyone who requested from Smart Prop Firm payout bonus, today all firms been issued. That's Tradeify, that's Lucid, that's E8, that's Alpha Futures. There's gonna be more payout bonus firms coming up, but yeah, we had 1,000 payouts in May, guys, over 1,000. Over 1,000 payout bonus issued in May. You know how big that is? That's like the largest by far in a month. Can I pay out bonus for a payout which was achieved before you release a payout bonus feature? No. So, you know what he's asking? He's like, can I get the bonus for a payout that I did like 12 months ago? That's crazy. No, we can't do that. It has to be the same month. But yeah, over 1,000 people got a payout bonus. Look at that. Someone, Kyle here, he got his payout bonus. He just secured one for June. That's another one. Happy for you guys. That's what we're here to do. I know we're trying to build a company, build a platform to scale you guys up. Because what happens when we get your first payout? You get points for it, and then you get a free count for the purchase. You get points for the purchase, and then you get a free count for the eval or for the payout. I need to seek. Don't drop. I want to scalp short if I can. We got confirmation here off this closure here. Any retap is do or die to play that short. We're gonna try to short it down to this 15-minute gap, and then depending on where it goes, we're gonna look for longs after. That's gonna be my plan right now. No tapping. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna try to short this. You guys like this? Tell me if you guys like this idea. Short scalp to long. Let me just click the arrow. This is still open as long as we don't get a push above 630s. Don't. I thought we were gonna get the entry. We got 629. Okay, wait. Here we go. Save this low. If 5-minute flip would also make this more of a clean short too. And don't get me wrong, if this gets a follow through and we don't get a flip, we might just hold this through. I don't know if this is gonna be a short scalp or like a short hold. We're gonna have to play what we see. Just when we got confirmation, we just don't get anything after. That's fun. That's really fun. Darn it, chat. I think we're gonna. ES tapped in, right? NQ didn't. This is like making it a little bit more risky. I'm just gonna keep this open for now. I'll tell you guys when I'm not gonna look for shorts anymore. We're just only gonna look for long. Most likely when we get a deep drive inside this 15-minute. What's the payout bonus for Smart Proffer? You should look at it. You get a free eval, 800 points when you get a payout for every payout you get for each firm that we have listed. We have 4 firms listed: Alpha, Tradeify, E8, and Lucid. It's not just like only on your first payout, it's like every single payout you get for every month. So theoretically, if you have one account, right, and you got like 5 consecutive payouts in every single month, that will be 5 free accounts on that one firm. If you do that with 4 different firms, that will be 5 times every single month, or 4 times every single month. I think Proffer Mash only lets you get one for the first payout. There's others that maybe do the first payout. We do every single month, and we also do rewards on the purchase too. So we're the most, I guess, generous by miles. This is still, I think, to me, fair game. Just to clarify, I think some of you guys are a little bit confused. It's one bonus per firm per month. So there's 4 payout bonus firms right now. You can get 4 every single month if you trade all 4 of them. And you don't need to buy new accounts. You can just stick with one if you want. This is something that we've been doing for I don't know how long. We did this payout bonus for I think over a year now. It started with like 50 people, 100 people getting bonuses, which is like cool. Record this month for May, or last month. Today's it's June right now, but like last month basically, we had over 1,000 people, or over 1,000 bonus issued. Okay, let's. I have the short that changed delivery. I'm gonna try to smack this. I hope this plays out good still. There's a good retrace, but I don't think this continues to push. So let me just show the visual just for you guys to see. We're gonna smack the short. We're gonna put a stop above the high. Our objective is a drive inside the 15-minute. This is our plan right now. ES did get a tap inside 15 minute. If you didn't, I would like to have gotten it on the first chance, but this is still fair game. That was like, what is that wick? I saw like black for half a second. Still like one lower than this. This is a very tight stop on this trade. This is more of a short scalp. I think the idea is still long. So I have a short idea here, and I'll see if I can flip longs. That wick is throwing me off, though. What was that wick, chat? That felt like we're going to get a nice drop, and then they just ate that wick. That's giving me spooked vibes here. This is a 20-point stop loss, just for you guys' reference. You were long at 617. You put stop loss break even. That hit 618.25. I don't know how you even got break even. Slippage? Oh, that's disgusting. This is gonna be more disgusting. To see that wick and then. You get instant, like you probably, if you were in a short, you got an instant like 20 points in a wick and then just saved you. Wick was the oil pop? Let me check. So is something news related? What was this? What's your TP for short? I want, by minimum, a drive inside the 15-minute gap. So if you wanted to do the top of it, it's already 30, but I think we can get like a deeper drive. This is for a scalp. I think my idea is still long if we can inside of here. So not looking good. We're just We ate that dip. We ate it like it's some burgers. Why I do that, chat? This is not some burgers. I need this to turn right now. Yeah, but ideally, this closure here on this candle, 214, I would have loved a high probability here where we just short this and then let it turn down. And then inside the 15-minute. That's like the most ideal thing I could give out. But we didn't get the entry, and then we got it on the second turn back up, which it looks like we're going to pop this high. And that is going to take me out there. So, short scalp failed here. We're going to have to see what we can do after here. I was still interested in longs if we can get a drive inside this 15-minute. We just didn't get that, unfortunately. So we'll have to see the next trade. You said long for 600. I said long inside the 600, the gap. We didn't really tap this. If you want to do the 5-minute OB, this will be here, and we just barely missed that. Unfortunately, I think NQ is pretty resilient here, because I had this thought like, let's just short this down, and then try to flip longs. We just could not get a little bit lower, and that kind of ruined the idea. So instead, we missed a long. We got a pretty iffy short. Showing a lot of strength. Yeah, but just 20-point stop. We'll see what we get the next trade. You know, my target for this 15-minute was gonna be like 700s. Look how we missed that. Just a few points could have changed this whole story. How's Tech doing? I guess we're climbing back up a little bit. It just made a lot of sense to me too, to at least get a nice retrace lower. Even like 50% of this discount and then flip back up. That would have been so clean. Because we had these lows. We did the first flip, pump up. Let's just retrace and consolidate. It's ES fault. What's the next trade? Do we just go to straight 700s from here? Possibly. Just pumping. By the way, guys, I'm not sure you guys know. We talked about payout bonus. If you want to save your points, we have Lucid coming out very soon. Lucid cases coming to the smart prop firm marketplace this week. It might be tomorrow. It might be today after hours. It's gonna be sometime this week. We're gonna give out 10 of them. Just just like and follow and tag 3 friends. But let's look at it. It's a guaranteed Lucid account. Random draw, all random chances. Could be 25K, could be 50K, could be 100K. Flex, pro, or direct. Literally anything. You can get a direct 100K, or you can get a flex 25K. This is basically from the order of the worst to the best. The worst to the best. These cost $100 in value. That's what we're paying for them. 900 smart points. We should put them at 1,000, but we're gonna do 900 for probably the rest of June, just as a good promotion. So, how do you guys feel about that? After June, it might be like 925, 950. Or even 1,000, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see what we can do. But yeah, we don't know the odds. We just know that the cost itself, they sell you, is $100. And we're already giving a 10% discount. How do we miss this long entry? I had the long entry set. We just did not get the entry. Is FunnyNext coming to the marketplace? I've been asking them. We've been communicating with our team. They want to, but I need to hear back from them to be able to make the order. The odds are boring. The odds are important, but here's what I will say. The value of the case itself is going to be more than $100. So if you know that, that should be good enough. That's what they assure. Because if you get like a random box that you do all the math and it comes out to like the EV's like $50, that's not good. But if it's like above 100 and you're paying $90 for it, that's fire. So we're gonna do that for probably the rest of May or June. The whole 3 weeks? A little bit more than 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Flex 50K is $975. Yeah, it's $975. The Lucid cases is $900. So that's already a discount alone. And then the 50K pros are also like above 1,000. So there's a lot of pros here. I would recommend it if you want to test your odds. This cannot just keep on pumping. I do not believe it. We need something, guys. 5-minute gap for longs could be actionable. Don't make me pull out the black bar candle. Meadow just keeps on dumping. Wow. Just keep shorting until it works, maybe. You guys aren't that excited for the lucid cases as I imagined. I think yesterday there was more excitement. These are the lucid cases, guys. How many of you guys are actually gonna buy it for the points? Like, buy it individually or take your chance at a free count, anything. If I have 2 payouts from different prop firms in the same month, will I have 2 payout bonus? Yes. So you trade TradeFi, you trade Lucid, you got a payout bonus like, you know, sometimes in June, somewhere early June and then late June. 2 different prop firms, 2 different payout bonuses from different prop firms, different months, or same month in this case. That'll be two bonuses. Well, they gave you the odds. It's all random. We don't know the odds, but they ensure that the Lucid Craze itself is worth more than $100. So I'll do something simple here. You're kind of paying at a discount because we're putting them a little bit lower. If you get a Lucid Pro for 25K, you would actually make a profit. 50K Lucid Pro, you would make like a 30% profit. 100K, you would make double, more than double. Flex, the only one you'll lose at is literally the 25K. That's when you lose. So you win still at the Flex 50K. You win at the 100K. Direct, you're gonna win here, win here, win here. So out of all these options, you only lose one of them. And there's 8 winners. At least at the launch price. You know what? How about I open one right now? How about that? And so you guys see for yourself. Let's wait for this though. I'll open one after we watch this closely. If I'm in a flip, I'm shorting. But if we can hold this, I'm gonna try to see what we could trade with this. We're gonna open it and we're gonna give it out to someone in stream. You know what? We might. Would you guys want me to just paste the code and first one redeems gets it? I might like that too. All right, let's see. I'm gonna look at. I might even look at the lower time frame here. You guys said no. How about I give all the characters but one last letter missing? Some people do that for fun. Do the YouTube spin? Oh, what's the Streamlab one? Let me see. Maybe I could try to do the spin here. If it loads. Is this not loading? Hello? Watching closely for this long. This is not I feel like a high probability long. This is like you're trying to ride the trend higher, which still could work, but I'm not like the biggest fan of it. I need to see a setup to play this. I'm gonna mark on the ES2. I like it more than I dislike it though. Oh. Okay, I think we started it. Let's see if it works. All you gotta do is do exclamation point raffle. I need to turn off it saying that you received it. This is what we have so far. I put it for 5 minutes. Maybe you could see the names. It's just dumping. I don't think I'm gonna long this. We might look for another chance at short. This is good. This is cool. I don't know how I'm gonna pick the winner, but in 5 minutes we'll see. In 5 minutes we will see. Let's see how many people entered. There's 164 people who entered, guys. It should respond to you that you made it. Okay, we're getting a decent sell here. You have 2.5 minutes. Okay, let me open up the loose case though. Wait, it doesn't work. Guys, chat, it doesn't work. I have to probably ask Lucid to see if they could fix it. Unless it's lowercase. This is still holding. Wow. See, we play the long here. We'll give out something, but I'm gonna see if we can get the loose case working first. Bind this up here. Okay, the raffle should be closed now. How do we pick this winner? This is my first time doing it. Winner picked. There we go. I thought I was gonna spin the wheel, but you know, they just picked it right there. Seepda Strat. Congrats. Make a ticket. Might have to go for the long here. We're holding this well. I don't really know what we can do here. Probably this long, right? Close this. Try to see if we can play this for another high. Let's see this closure first, and this might be the plan. I feel like this is so ambitious, though. We're kind of chasing this, so we're not getting the most healthiest retracements. Check the Discord. I create a process for you for literally the giveaways. Oh, they say they fixed it. Let me see. Let me just hard reach it. If you guys like this, I'm not the biggest fan of this. Can't even get his entry. Wow. Someone made this. How does this work? How would you enter? Is it through YouTube? This is cool though. Yeah, I don't even know how you would enter. Someone just made this with AI. Like you send them the link, they press a button. How would it count for duplicates? I'm not feeling the best about this long. I feel like it could work, but it's so aggressive that I don't... It could work though. I'll give it some more time to see if I do like the long. Most likely after the 5-minute flip on the upside, we get this inversion, we could play it. If I accept someone giveaway bot and they rig it to control who the winner is, that'd be so crazy. Yeah, but all honestly though, YouTube or not YouTube, Lucid Crates is pretty fun to play with. Can we simulate if we were to trade Asia last night? So at 7 p.m. we start here. We get a straight dump. Could I have just joined shorts? I don't know if I would have. Could I have joined longs? I think I would. A PM flip. Get this closure. Maybe hard to join a long unless you literally mark it in. But this is like a V reversal here. And then yeah, 21. This is the only shot. Like try to read along this. Just holding this area pretty well right now. Chop, chop, chop. Let's see if they could fix the codes, and then we'll be able to send them. When will Twitter giveaway be done? Which giveaway? Is it the Lucid one? The new one we just did? It's probably gonna be Friday or this weekend. We're giving out 10 guys. You can enter on Twitter or Instagram, just like we did last time. We did 20 for alpha, and there was not that many entries, if I'm being honest. Like right now, there's like, what, 100 entries? We're doing 10 of them. We're gonna pick them out probably this Friday. And then, yeah, follow us on Instagram too. These guys did an Instagram. I feel so sus with this long now. I really do. Lance is still long from 645. Oh, it's like his entry right now. You got a good bump. This 5-minute flip is gonna ruin a lot of things though. If it closes, we're just going back and forth right now. Almost 3 p.m. guys. trash price action today. Would have been really good price action. We got it long though. That's for sure. We got the entry. This is interesting too. Should I have looked at ES? Did ES provide the better entry? I think it did. I think my mind's always on NQ that like if I just took a look on ES, well, as long as NQ is more healthy today for sure. Just unlucky. Let's see. Three more minutes for a 5-minute closure. We're likely gonna wrap this up, chat. Can't even give us displacement. We come in today for Asia. No, we should start next week. So tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's the last day of Asia, basically. Right? Friday there's no Asia. This has been a rough hourly just because a lot of wicks go down. We get no good closure. Why did you not consider SMT in that 15-minute long? We talked about it. We talked about how we ES drove inside the 15-minute gap. We had limit orders for NQ. It missed it by like 3-4 points, and we won't be able to chase it afterwards. Because very rarely does that happen where we have two 15-minute gaps, one gets in and the other one doesn't, and just miss it by like 3 points. I think that's just purely unluckiness. If it would have got in, I would have been more eager to long it. And we're supposed to be long the stronger asset, and he's by far stronger by miles right now. So yeah, I think we need to consider ES. It's more hindsight to say we should have took ES instead of NQ though. Because this is my idea. This is what I post alert for. Long this 15-minute gap, go for 700. We would have missed this closely, but that's already like 80 points. I've been good. I've been happy with that. What's your risk management for any 50K? I try to pass as fast as I can. That's my risk management. Thoughts on FFF? I need to take a look at it more. I heard they revamped their program, so it's actually not bad. I think the live is still lacking though. Is that delivery? So 5-minute flip. This is like, no, we didn't get the 5-minute closure, but this is already approaching where we want to see for lower. They move you live no matter how much you spent. How bad is their live? Is their live like worse than Apex? And it's gonna climb back up. Thoughts on FTT fast check trading? Fast check trade, that's funny. Well, 50K for one account. Oh, damn. That's a terrible live. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap this up. This is piss poor. Just back and forth chop. I will see you guys tomorrow, guys. No Asia. We're going to try to crank up Asia next week. Starting Monday. See you guys.